Oh my goodness. I spent like 10 minutes thinking that I was live. But thankfully, I realized I was not. Let's see. Is anybody able to hear me? I need feedback. One feedback on music, one feedback on my voice, one feedback on just, you know, the video screen. I still can't get over the fact that I was just talking and yapping before I realized that I was not live. I am in scuff mode. I might also have to send this to some friends really quickly as well, get their opinions. But I think the live chat is also open, so if you want to type in there as well. Oh, it is working! Lovely! I'm glad. Thank you, Andy. I'm just trying to relearn everything. That's all I'm trying to do. So today is the day of scuffs. That's all I know. Whoa. My computer's also probably not happy with me. I need to get myself a new computer. That's one of my goals. I'm gonna write that down. You know, buy a new computer. Oh, that is way too big. Right, we're gonna buy myself a new computer. An actual PC too. Hello everybody! Hi Chani. Hi Colombe. Oh, I think I'm pronouncing that correctly. It's been a hot minute. It has been a hot minute. Thank you guys. So, really quickly, are you guys able to hear the music or is it too low? I am unsure. Thank you, Chani. Yes, draw as you watch. You're just going to hear me yap for a little while. I'm just sort of messing around with the stream features. Things that I might have once known but no longer remember because it took me legitimately like 20 or so plus minutes trying to figure out how to put all this together again after I realized where everything was. Alrighty, thank you. Okay, music might be a bit loud. Slightly down to maybe 20. But at the very least, y'all are able to hear it okay. In terms... Honestly, I don't know what I'm doing. I'm just vibing. One, I can tell you how much of a struggle it was trying to get this started. The PNG model that I'm using right now, I did not remember where I saved it because it's been so long. So I had to search and scour my computer data files to find it. But I did eventually find it. And it's looking nice. I am planning on eventually changing this PNG model, or at least having another option. I really like it. It's really cute, chibi form. Holds only a small space. But I'm also thinking of maybe like having it in this kind of format as well. Oh yes. Oh, Chani, I didn't know that you streamed. But yes, I do want to... That is a good point. I want to make a starting soon category. Not category. What's the word? Starting soon placeholder thing, you know. And then we'll be back. And then a ending stream. I need to write these things down for myself because I am exceptionally busy nowadays. I have a big girl jobs now, quote unquote. But in terms of this, One, I really like this format, this style that I did when I was making that. As you can tell, it has my old name on it. But it would be nice to use this again, but as a PNG format, or at least a PNG option. I was also thinking of maybe slight redesign, not redesign, but just slight alterations, there we go. Language. I finished work. I just came back from doing group therapies. So I've been talking almost all day. Really do enjoy my job. Let's see. But I was thinking maybe sort of a new style where I have my hair and maybe a ponytail. And that. Maybe like long sleeves as well. Just so I can get more of that shape language. Yes, I like lineless vibes as well. Shani, it's why I enjoyed it and make it part of my, or made it my channel icon in the corner, the thing that has the word Geekiel. Oh yes, I forgot. Yes, it's me, Geela, just in case anybody forgot. You know, I'm just trying to live my life. We're all doing that. But yes. I might do slight redesign just to get a little bit more shape language. Because I like the ponytail idea. Because I am pretty sure... I'm pretty sure I also have... Yeah, let me show this one. Right, I also have this version as well, where it's in a ponytail. Shape language is overall pretty good. Basically want to translate that into just like my overall one, instead of keeping it as long hair. While I do most of the time keep my hair long, you know, I like having some more shape language. So I think the saddest part about this one is that I did the artist goof and I did not save the layers. I saved just the PNG format when I had made it. So I'm going to have to go in and sort of redraw all that anyways. And try and find some more damselfly, dragonfly inspirations for myself. Hello, Crown. It's been a little while. Welcome back. In terms of my creative projects, definitely still want to get done that Technoblade one. Oh my goodness, it's such a huge project. I don't want to say I'm overwhelmed, but it definitely terrifies me. It's like 30 pages. No worries, Andy, you go back. You live your life. We're not doing too much today anyways. Oh, Honeydrop, welcome. And so, like with my Technoblade one, like just the script on it of itself is like 30 pages long. And I might, just for my own sake and sanity, I probably would have to just split it up so that it is more digestible for my poor soul. Or else I'm just never going to finish it. Let me pull this. I really want to pull that up. Let me go to my Google Drive real quick and see the behemoth that is that. And it's understandable because my Technoblade 1 is not just about the Dream SMP, but it also involves a lot of his it creates lore from his beginning of streaming years as well, which is why I really want to build post that one eventually too, because it's like a homage of Technoblade's like career, but in like DMD lore format. Yes, Channy. Do I have self-control when it comes to writing? No. I don't. I just keep on thinking more things to write. So I can only imagine if it's like 30 pages long, how long it will be for me to actually video record it or voice record that. Yeah, no, it's going to take me so long. So I might split it up to, honestly, probably 3 videos might be more feasible than even just 2. Because I was going to split it up to where I had Technoblades and Filzas, but I'm unsure if I'll ever do Filzas by now. Yeah, I just pulled up my my Technoblade script. It's 34 pages. And it's still not done. I still have more that I can write in there. You know, some of these days I just have to tell myself to stop and get some help. But yeah, like my script still has him at like, my latest one has him at level 14. I still need to up him up more levels. So yep. My Technoblade one, I think, and you guys can give me your opinion on that too, is probably just splitting it up into multiple videos, especially since I might not actually end up doing Filzas. Or if I do Filzas, I might do it in the sense of like his whole lore of like as a streamer as well. Which will mean that's also a behemoth of a video if it ends up being like that as well. In my, what's the word? In my script, I did make it where Earth SMP Techno and Dream SMP Techno are technically the same things. Where I don't go too in depth on the Earth SMP lore simply because I didn't watch everything, but I took in a lot of the major points, right? Such as in my like D&D lore as to, because when he enters the Dream SMP, he's already at a high level. And so I'm like, okay, how did he get there? And so I got inspiration from the Earth SMP and from his tournaments and stuff like that. Like I can read some of the things that I've written out just as like a sneak peek for you guys if you would like. Let's see. I have too many things here. Alrighty, so Blood for Lula God. I miss you, Technoblade. To think it's been past 2 years now. Let's see. My script is way too long. Okay, so yeah. I mentioned here like Technoblade would have read, like quote unquote, like the character, Sun Tzu's The Art of War after disbanding the Arctic Empire for a different lifestyle, taking on this new knowledge, and seeing a squid kid who claimed to be the #1. So I put in various different parts of Technoblade's YouTube history into this because of his passing. I wanted to add more than just the Dream SMP stuff. Another part too is, let's say, I remember, my script is way too long, but I remember writing in things like that he had to learn how to fight, that he was originally a piglin because technically he's a pig. He's basically a pig. There's just so much lore. So I think I'll probably have to split it up to like his early years, maybe his mid years, and then his Dream SMP years. Indeed, he did say that he was somewhere else before he joined the Dream SMP. He was in retirement before he got pulled out of it. Yeah, because I go in here creating like a background for him. For example, Technoblade is known for creating some iconic and powerful armor and weapons very quickly, grinding to get supplies and the coin to get it done. So he'll be proficient in smith's tools, learned from his time in Hobgoblin society. So basically, in Minecraft, I made it to where piglins in the Nether qualify as hobgoblins because they, like, if you were to create like a racial connection, because hobgoblins have such a militaristic lore in them just in D&D. So I was like, hey, they're also red or pinkish. They have very piggish features in that manner. So Technoblade grew up in Hobgoblin society for a little bit. Thank you, Channy. Yeah, I agree. Not to mention, with all the lore aspects too, it would just be too much of a long video just to have it all on just one video. So the question would be, where would I pause it? Because I'm trying to remember how. Let me go look at my old scripts for some of my other videos that are like 10 minutes long and how many pages those were. And that could probably be an indicator of how long this Technoblade video would be if I were to have it all on just one video. I wish I could have it all in one video. It would be nice. Like my Magnus Opium. It's way too soon in my career to be a Magnus Opium, but it would be nice. Let me go look at my other videos here. Folders. My videos. Alrighty. Yeah, based off of this, what I'm like seeing right now, this video would probably end up being like an hour long. Like a straight up hour long. Wow. Yeah, cause what is this video? Da, da, da. So that's 1 page, 2 page, 3 page. Right. Okay, so if it's like 3 pages is like 6 or 7 minutes. What is 30? Yeah, I think maybe afterwards I might do like a supercut, putting like after all of them are out. That's a good idea. Putting them all together as its own version. Oh, that is because I did not make Technoblade a hobgoblin. I believe I made him a half orc, simply because of the features that he got. So he is from the overworld, which is why he's not a zombie when he comes back to the overworld. But he ended up going into the Nether and living there with Hobgoblin Society for a long time in his youth before coming out. Because I was debating between Hobgoblin or Half-Orc as his race. Because both of them can have some features that are useful, but Half-Orc just was more useful for his build because of the menacing feature, the proficiencies in intimidation, the savage attacks, and restless endurance, because Technoblade never dies. If he gets to 0 HP, he gets to 1 instead. So yes, I do agree. Just for the sake of actually getting things out, I will cut it. And most likely it'll be cut into 3s, simply because of how long this video is. I cut it off. Oh yeah, and there's when he met Filza. Oh, this is so nice. I gave so many reasonings. Oh, I miss this. Right, so here's another spoiler aspect where I was choosing certain fighting style aspects for Technoblade, and I gave different reasonings related to Sky Wars and Bed Wars and meeting Filza around this time. Oh, that's so nice. Oh, this makes me feel giddy to try again, or to restart it again and actually spend some time. Oh, that's an interesting thought. Right, kidnapped by hobgoblins as a child to be a pit fighter. Possibly, possibly. I'll write a little note on that. And I'm thinking also... Honestly, I was thinking, but then it left me. My thoughts stopped working. Oh yes, I also mentioned Minecraft Mondays here. Yep. It's not just the Dream SMP aspect, and I'm very happy with that. The Potato War. Yep. This is looking very nice. I'm very proud of this. So yes, that's what we're going to do. I'm just going to record like that beginning, this beginning section, because I do think that this beginning section is basically done. So I might as well send it out. And I think it goes from level 1, because he doesn't get into the Dream SMP until level 13 for what I've built it as. Oh my goodness. So I will just record as much as I can, see where that is. So yeah, I want to write that down. We're going to split up the Technoblade. Oh no. And then supercut it afterwards. Because at the very least, there's content to be had. Oh no. Of course, yes, his parents were killed by orphans. I cannot forget that. I think I did write that somewhere in there. Let me go F find here real quick. Orphans, yep. Look at that. We can't forget the orphans here. It does make me curious though, of like if you were to think deep on it, does he hate himself because he is an orphan? Like as a character? Or is that like a mental block? That's like completely like outside of our realm here. But it's an interesting thought to think about. But yes. He is an orphan. I did write that. His background is not an orphan though. I actually gave him a different background. To try and better fit everything. And I don't know if I've mentioned it before, but I purposely chose to go with the background folk hero. One, I think it's a nice nod to his legacy. And two, Technoblade referenced Greek heroes a lot in Dream SMP lore, and in Greek mythology, a hero doesn't mean like a morally upright person. It just means a person who has like more superhuman abilities that could compete without like godhood. That's like what I wrote down here, and it sounds right. So I thought it fit. So that is, I guess we'll conclude there. Unless you have any major questions on the Technoblade one that you want me to answer like right now, that I'm able to maybe answer. If it doesn't spoil too much. I've already like given you guys a little bit of hints here or there of like, hey, this is what I'm planning. Like, here's some ideas. So we have that. Also, yes, I do like writing off to the side. Why? Probably because my posture is not the best. So we have that sort of creative endeavor. When do I want to post this? Or like, I need to create deadlines for myself, because if I don't, I forget they exist a little bit, because I just have other priorities within my life. So it's not going to be a hard deadline, but it's a soft one to say, hey, keep this in mind, etc. Let me go look up when did Techno, I'm pretty sure Technoblade started not streaming, but YouTubing in like October time. That definitely seems a long ways away, but knowing me, might actually end up being like October time when I actually finally do post it. How is the illustration going? Barely nothing. I ended up looking at some at my Technoblade script. And I am now trying to figure out a soft deadline for myself. I am pretty sure. Let me write that. Yep, October 28th is when he started his streaming. And so I think that would be a nice day to post part 1. Even though it's how many months away? We got August, September. You know, that's like, that gives me a solid, what's the word? 2.5 months. I think I can do that. I think that's plausible, and maybe I'll have my a new PNG face to do it as well. And maybe, possibly, this is just a thought, but I could do, yeah, it's about 2 months. I could do like a private or like a stream that I'll end up privating, where you see me sort of recording and you can see me struggle as I record with the script. So you basically get like early access to what I'm reading about the script, maybe any seeing me make any on the spot edits, stuff like that. And then after the stream is done, I would private it so that, you know, people aren't struggling to hear the whole script, because I'll actually have like the properly edited version there once I post it, hopefully October 28th. But now I'm going to put that in my calendar so that I don't forget. Oh, that's a Monday. So Technoblade Part 1. Yes, I do plan on making some references to those, either by saying quotes that Technoblade has mentioned or quotes that other people have mentioned. from his earlier parts of his career. Because I think, yep. And so there could possibly be like some other quotes that I can add in as well here. Like one, yes, that he's the second worst thing that happened to orphans. That is indeed a quote that is inside of my my video, and I'm thinking of clipping his videos and having it into mine as well, so that it could be his voice that says it. Because I highly doubt that I'll be able to do him justice in repeating his words. Oh, welcome back, Random Owl. We're just sort of planning things for Technoblade's video. That because it's over 30, because it's 30 right now, it's 34 right now, and it's going to get longer. It is going to get longer. There's no ifs, ands, or buts about that. And so, for the sake of actually getting stuff out, I'm splitting up the video. Because the reason why it's so long is because I reference a lot of Technoblade's other things, or other like achievements and YouTube history in it, as I build the D&D character. And so, like the time that he's with Skeppy, and like that he's the second worst thing that happens to orphans. Right, I'm going to have to. That's probably also going to take a not a decent amount of time, but it's definitely going to take time where I'm going to have to clip like the videos of Technoblade saying these things, saying the quotes. Any other quotes that you guys want to make sure that I have inside the video here? And then as I'm working with Technoblade stuff, I'm also doing my own personal things, because I also don't want to give up on Not Alice, one, because I still am very much interested in finishing that story. But I'm thinking of redesigning the characters, because Lena, the main character, she looks too simple. The characters look too simple, and I kind of want to make them a little bit more fantastical. But that was just more so my own limitations on what fashion is. But I've done more research. Learning a little bit more on illustrations just in general, because, you know, self-taught. I've also started scrapbooking as one of my new hobbies. Yep, I might, like, on the Discord, I might actually create like a Google Docs for all of us to to put in some of his most iconic quotes, so I can have them in there. I'll go do that now, actually. Because, you know, I said I was going to draw. Nah. Who's drawing? I can't multitask. I haven't built that ability just yet. Granted, our minds weren't meant to be multitasking to the extent that we do. Alright, Technoblades. Iconic quotes. There we go. And then I'll share a nice little link. So anybody with a link, copying. And then I am now dropping it into the announcement section. There we go. But yes, I agree. The drowning to get a glass of water was indeed hilarious. One of my favorite things to have watched. I'm trying to remember some other quotes that I've mentioned in here. Just because this script is just way too long, I can't find all the quotes that I referenced. Of course, I even remember putting the date in here of when he said "blood for the blood god." And it was like June something during like one of the Minecraft Mondays. Oh, thank you, Colombe. I have been told that my voice is soothing, and I'm very happy that I'm able to provide that. It helps me with my job as well. Technoblades, iconic quotes. Quotes that you'd like in the video. And then let me make sure that everybody has the what's the word? Ability to not just be a viewer, but an editor. Right. I'm trusting y'all. My eyes are peels. Aw, thank you. Epitome or AM? Thank you for welcoming me back. And so, let's see. For the clips, if you can find the clips and tell me which videos they're part of, or at least which stream to look at, that'd also be helpful. Because as we know, he has a lot of content. He was a grinder. He grinded for the bank. He got that dough. He got the clout. Let's see. Yep, that would be something that we want to add. Some various different Technoblade quotes. I think, no worries, Channy. I think it makes it anonymous. Or for at least me, I just see anonymous bat or anonymous beaver, things like that. But understandable. We like keeping our identity safe here. Lastly, I think that's going to be everything regarding Technoblades for now, and then we'll build from there. As mentioned before, I'm still building upon Not Alice, building upon D&D as well. There are other characters that I want to make D&D versions of. Oh goodness. And then I just want to tell stories as well of my own D&D characters and my own or not even just D&D, but Pathfinder as well, because I recently started playing that within the past year. Got some lovely characters, lots of fun. So it'd be nice to do that. And eventually also I'd like to game as well. But that'll probably have to wait until I get like an actual PC so that my computer does not die on me. Because Clip Studio doesn't take too much effort, but things like playing, like, I guess even Minecraft. I don't know if my poor little laptop will be able to handle it without crashing. Let's see. Anything else? I don't really have any or much else to sort of update on. Oh, Colombe, you're going to be DMing soon? Lovely. I will say, for one-shots, my biggest advice is if you have a lot planned for that one-shot, it's not going to be a one-shot. It's going to end up being a two-shot or three-shot. Why? because players take forever to make a choice. It's fun to watch. But usually my rule of thumb is, oh, I think that this is going to take one session. Nah, like realistically, it's probably going to take me 2 or 3 sessions. That is true. I do have a Switch that I have not touched in a long time. And I can connect it to my computer that way. But I don't know how playing Minecraft on the Switch would feel. I'm so used to playing it on the mouse. Not to mention, am I the only one that gets motion sickness when they play Minecraft? Like, I want to play more, but after like 30 minutes or 40 minutes, I'm suffering. Yeah, that's what I was thinking, Channy, that the Minecraft on the Switch would have me needing to learn a different way on how to play it. And alright, for the D&Ding, an escape room, or not escape room, but escape game, yeah, those are fun. Especially if you have them on a time limit. You gotta create those stakes. Another thing too is that I would also like to create another like maybe musical playlist. Because this one's nice that Ludwig and Schlatt made, but I would like some diversified music. But of course, as the YouTube environment proclaims, they must be copyright free. There are some other games that I also play, or at least that I play with my friends. I play Phasmo. Phasmo is honestly the main game that I love to play. I enjoy like minor horror games like that. I've also played Baldur's Gate 3, and I do have some content that I video recorded about that maybe I might actually make into a video one of these days. What are some other games? I played Void Crew for a little bit, Lethal Company for a little bit. Haven't touched them in a while though. Phasmo is just my go-to. Like if I just need to turn off my brain for a little bit, I play Phasmo. And I'm pretty sure Minecraft would be the game that I would go to, but again, I just get motion sick. I really do want to play more because I like creating. I want to build a nice little house. I want to build like a base and have all of my animal pets. But no. I heard that certain shaders, I think that's what they're called, certain shaders are helpful in making it a little bit easier for those who experience motion sickness. But I'm going to have to research what kind of shaders would be useful. Heartbound OST. Let me go look that up. Heartbound OST. Interesting. I've never seen this one before. But it looks nice. Yeah, we would have to use instrumental versions. Simply because if there's something singing in the background, it might compete with my own voice. But I will look into some of these things as well. So that's another thing. Building the music repertoire. Repertoire. Hopefully I spelled that correctly. And then, so building music repertoire. New PNG model as well. Such as this. Because I like the shape language a little bit more when it has the ponytail. And maybe long sleeves to indicate like a dragonfly wing. Or damselfly wing. Anything else that I need to help me in my creative journey? Just in general. I'm also thinking of I'm trying to be at least a little bit consistent of giving myself one day where I can do creative works. Because my work schedule is a little, not wonky. I like it because I have a lot of freedom with it. But I usually work on the weekends. I think I wrote in the stream that I had just come back from work, which is why I pushed it. So I usually go to, like on Sundays I go to work, then church, and then I go back to work. Until I finish and then come home. Some Saturdays I'm free, but others not so much. My freest days are usually Wednesday and Thursday. That's typically the days that I take off. Right, let's see. Anything else? Huh? Yeah. I think that's basically it. At least that's basically it that I can think of. It would be nice to eventually have... I don't know if I'll ever get like a VTuber model. But hey, I'm building money, but I have priorities. I need to get a better computer first. But it would be nice to have a VTuber model that's based off of this character design that I have for myself. But again, that costs money. It is interesting. I do find it a very fascinating process for rigging. I might make my own VTuber one, but that would be like way in the future. Just so that I can be a bit more expressive. But PNG is definitely going to be the way to go. I just want to make a more PNG options for myself that I like. Alright. Yeah, my hair isn't not nearly as long as in my avatar, because the one that I referenced for my model here is when I used to have really, really long hair. My hair is now towards like my upper mid back area, but I used to have hair that went all the way down to like past my butt. Before I chopped it all off and donated it. Have I ever told that story? I was in Korea at the time. Not many people have long hair like that, so when I walked into the salon, the hairdresser, she was so excited. She was like, "Oh my gosh, like long hair!" She said this in Korean, that she gets to play with and like cut and style. And I had to burst her bubble and said, "No." It's like I want you to cut it off. But the reason why I do it that way is because when I cut my hair off, I don't like personally having short hair. I haven't liked it ever. So I just make sure my hair is extra long so that when I do chop it off to donate it, I still have a large amount of hair left. Well, I'm glad that your friend was able to donate it. Like, if you're able to donate hair, I definitely do encourage it. And then being careful on where you send it to. as well as making sure that you're taking care of your hair. Because of the process in order to make wigs for your hair can be very strenuous on the hair strands. And so if you have very damaged hair already, they might not be able to take it just in general. But I have what they a lot of hairdressers call like quote unquote virgin hair. I don't do anything to my hair. If anything, I probably need to do some extra stuff for my hair to help with hair care. Because I think I have just regular straight hair. But maybe it's like the slightest bit wavy because it does get the slightest bit wavy when it gets wet. But so that's that. In general, I'm trying to engage in more self-care. And so I encourage y'all to also take care of yourselves. Drinking plenty of water as I hold my empty cup of water. Yep. Hair is damaged. Dyed hair, yep, that will definitely damage your hair. Understandably so. It's a lot of chemicals. Let's see, anything else that I want to state before I sort of start wrapping up? But yes, y'all take care of yourselves as well. Drink plenty of water. I've made sure that I have reminders for myself to drink water, because if not, I will be a very dehydrated individual. I have many stories, not many, but more than 3, where I would nearly faint from dehydration. That's how bad it can get. And then, making sure you eat, making sure you try your best with sleep, and giving yourself some enjoyable self-care in terms of like hobbies. Hello, Golden Knight. Welcome, welcome. Sadly, we are going to be ending off here soon, but I can give you a rundown of what we talked about. Starting off, we, or me specifically, struggled with figuring out how to stream again. 2, we sort of reviewed a little bit on Technoblade's script. If you do want to watch back, you'll hear a little bit of spoilers of what's within my script, because it is extremely long. But I'm hoping to get at least part 1 out instead of having it as just one large one now. Just part 1 out on October 28th, which was when Technoblade first started streaming. Not streaming, but being on YouTube. Okay, Channy, how did chat struggle with streaming, huh? How did you guys struggle? Tell me. I think you guys were fine. You guys did great. We also talked about maybe updating my PNG model, trying to build a music repertoire. Oh, and I have a Technoblade iconic quotes that you want to make sure, or at least give me the opportunity to put into my script. Dance, potato boy, dance. Yes, for sure. I do have that quote at the end of the Potato War arc. Oh yes, yes, yes. And then I will be drawing end cards and start cards. Yes. Things like the starting soon, we'll be back, and ending stream. Possibly engaging in more drawing streams, more what's the word? Gaming streams possibly later down the line when my computer can actually handle it. Things like that. Oh yes, yes, yes. I still reference that quote, Random Owl. I'll be with my friends and I'm like, "Officer, I drop kicked that child in self-defense." or with any other creature monster that we're fighting. That is indeed one of my favorite quotes. I had another quote that I was trying to remember from Technoblade that I really actually want to put in that I don't think I already do. But I can't remember it anymore. Oh! Oh yes, I remember now. The Teletubby. That's the one. The one where he bullies Dream. That one was also one of my favorite quotes. And of course, you know, maybe I want to jump scare y'all. Maybe once in a while, in the middle of the script, you'll just suddenly hear Technoblade call you a nerd. You know, that might also be an option. But yes, let's see. A lot. I still can't believe that a year has passed since I've actually done any like creative art related stuff. I've done very minor things, but nothing too long term. I've been writing on paper more. Because for whatever reason, writing on paper helps me stay focused compared to on the computer, where I get demotivated quicker. Let me see. Let me also go pull up what other projects I kind of wanted to do before I fell off the face of the earth. I got some more animatics. Yep, I remember that. And some more speed paints on certain topics that I really liked. For example, Treasure Planet, Lilo and Stitch. I love Lilo and Stitch. Oh my god, oh yes, the Biblioteca jump screen. Or jump scare. That would be funny to put in not every once in a while, but at least once, you know? I'll write that down for myself in this quote. The Biblioteca jump scare. And the nerd jump scare. We gotta make sure that this video has personality, right? This is not just an educational video on Technoblade's lore in a D&D format. No, we're trying to have fun here. We're trying to relive memories. Alrighty, let's see. Alright. Any other things, any other suggestions you guys can tell me before I end off? For today at least. Because A, I still got more things I need to do with my life, such as work-related notes. Hooray! Isn't that fun? But I think maybe I might stream again in August, where I am just focusing on making this new PNG model, and then we can chat during that time. No major talks of like any plans, just like chilling as I try and make a new PNG model, and hopefully by the end of that stream we'll be able to do it, format it to where I can do it on the ViadoTube Mini and see how it bounces or talks and chats with this new PNG model that I'm gonna make. Hey, that's funny, Colombe. ¿Dónde estás la biblioteca? And then answering in French. That I you guys might not know, but I'm pretty sure I've mentioned it before, maybe other videos, definitely in my trailer video, that I'm a kimchi taco. I'm half Korean, half Mexican. So there have been times where I say something in Spanish or in English, and then I get a response back in Korean, and then I respond back in a different language. And somehow it just works. Multicultural homes, people. Gotta love it. And no worries, I'll still probably be streaming in the weekends. It's probably just going to be on weekends that I'm freer. For example, like like next Sunday, I actually don't have any work that day, so I'll probably stream that day anyways. I don't know much French. I've been told before, because Spanish is, I had to learn Spanish in high school. I didn't learn it growing up. Because my parent was in the military, and so he was gone, wasn't able to teach me Spanish. And I remember being told in Spanish class, like, hey, are you French? Because a couple of your words sound like they have a French accent. I don't know. Maybe it's true. I think it probably got better. So yes. I do want to start learning Korean a bit more, though. Ever since I no longer lived in Korea, my Korean has gone down the gutter. Because I don't need it to survive anymore. I'm gonna have to refresh that. Honey Drop. Let me check in on that. What are my street characters? Oh, it's a TV series. Probably not, because I don't know these individuals. Where I'll probably be making D&D characters of things that I'm at least familiar with, so that when I'm making lore about them, it makes sense. So things like the Teen Titans, I would love to make a D&D version of them. Maybe certain Marvel characters or DC characters, that would also be really fun. I had some other things that I was thinking of, but I can't. They're not popping up in my mind right now. My own characters or my own OCs, because I know their lore. Honestly, I will say, making my characters into D&D characters have helped me better understand my OCs, if that makes sense. Because trying to build it as a D&D character makes me think more about their mechanics as characters. So, that's my suggestion. If you ever have an OC that you want to more in-depth figure out, make them into D&D characters. You might learn something. Oh wow, Colombia, you're having Chinese as your fourth language? I attempted Mandarin when I was younger. I was really good at writing it. But the memorization on top of also learning Spanish and Korean, it was not a good mix. I confused my Spanish teacher and Korean teacher a lot by mixing up my languages in class. Well, that is, I guess, basically it for today. Any major things y'all want to tell me before I end the stream? Oh my gosh, my voice cracked a little bit. That's a sign. That's a sign telling me you need to stop. Which I won't, because after I do my notes, I do have D&D 0E with my friends, but I'm not a DM, I'm a player. Meaning that I'm not going to be thinking as hard. Alrighty then, well, I guess that's it. Take care, stay safe. 안녕, adios. Bye! Let me see if I can successfully end this stream.